everyone, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie and today I'm here with a belated sneak peek or first look unboxing from Diamond Art Club. Thanks to Diamond Art Club for sending this over. This kit came out last weekend and I am really in love with this artwork and have a fun special connection to it that makes me just that much more looking forward to opening up this particular kit with you today. So the name of this artwork is Preparing for Flight by Molly Harrison, and the size is going to be 27.6 by 37.8 inches or 69.9 by 95.8 centimeters. Quite big. And then on the packaging, we're going to have the render of the artwork wrapped around the top part of the box and then some blue branding down here for square drill kits. Then here you can see what our number of colors is going to be and number of diamonds as well. On the back, there's some information about how to diamond paint, as well as your kit contents. And then at this end of the box, there's going to be a thumbnail of the original artwork and the name and a couple other pieces of info. This is really handy for if you are like me and you store all your diamond paintings on their side and all you're really seeing of your boxes is the end of the box there. You'll be able to just find the kit that you're looking for in your diamond painting collection really easily without having to pull out the whole box. So if you're brand new to Diamond Art Club and thinking of making your very first purchase, because this kit, as of the time of this filming, is still in stock on the website, I have a 20% off discount code that you are welcome to use. It is just my name, Katie, K-A-T-I-E, and the number 20. Like I said, it's for first-time buyers specifically. It's an affiliate code, so I may make a small commission if you choose to use it. No pressure. You're going to see some other discount codes in this video, and there's others floating around out there. I just suggest taking advantage of one of them and not paying full price for your Diamond Art Club order. But of course, thank you so much if you choose to use it. So we have our toolkit, our pamphlet. Let's check for a treasure quest card. I see one, and this one is, okay, I can always tell silver because it's a really distinct color. I don't think that's black. No, that's silver. I haven't gotten a black card yet, but anyway, this is one of the new Treasure Quest cards. Diamond Art Club just started rolling these out recently. You will see it in most new releases and some restocks, but if you collect enough of the different rarities of these, there's bronze, silver, gold, and then black is the rarest. You can redeem it. It's a secondary rewards program. Their old rewards program is still there. But this is another one that they've added, and you can redeem it for things like gift cards or even a custom diamond painting. Here is our pamphlet. There's some helpful info in here. There's a QR code to join their Facebook group once you made your first purchase. QR codes to save 20% off specifically through the app on your first purchase there. Here's your kit contents, tips and tricks, and step-by-step instructions. Here we've got our set of stickers related to this kit, including these are actually separate stickers. Here's the original artwork, a spot to write your start and end date, the stats, these are all individual stickers as well. And then here in the middle, we have a set of sticker labels. This kit's gonna have 57 colors, and then the code you see in the right-hand column is the DMC code. It comes from the DMC brand of floss. Most diamond painting companies use this color code system. Diamond Art Club does have special drills in their kits, and if you look at the end of the color list, if you see colors that have a letter at the beginning, those are going to be special drill colors. So we're going to have 4 fairy dust. Additionally, you will sometimes see kits in this, codes in the 6,000s range, like here and here. Those are colors that are outside of the DMC color code system. Diamond Art Club has created these colors because they make all their diamonds in-house and they can to fill gaps in the DMC color code system and get us that much closer to the original artwork, which I really like. So now we're going to take a look at the toolkit. This features Diamond Art Club's relatively recently upgraded toolkits. I have reviewed various parts of these parts of this toolkit in other videos that you'll find linked below. For example, I did a whole video dedicated to reviewing and demoing the new pen. It's preloaded with putty and you can twist it, and once it gets, yeah, there we go. It'll start pushing putty out the end and you can use that for your diamond painting. Then it's also reloadable if you twist it the other way. It comes with a 4-placer. Sorry if that was totally out of focus, you guys, my bad. There's a 4-placer in the end here, and then they also do include a 7-placer. And additionally, if you prefer the old tips to this one, they are now including one of the standard brass tips, so you can pop that into the end of your pen and it just is like having one of the older basic pens, but just with a slightly more ergonomic pen itself. They do also include some pink wax if you prefer that to the putty, and they do also give you some extra putty in addition to what's in the pen. We have a bag of baggies. You can put your leftover diamonds in those. And then my favorite of the tool upgrades is the new trays. They're a lot bigger. They come with a sliding lid and a stopper. They are stackable. They have these cutouts here. I like that they have a little bit higher walls and are just generally bigger, so the drills are less likely to fall out, and you can get more drills in there, which I love. Yeah, this is, I think, is the best of the upgrades in the toolkit. Everything else is going to be in here, so let's take a peek. And let me tell you, the reason that this artwork has some special meaning to me, this artwork by Molly Harrison is artwork that I think I sent into voting a few years ago. Actually, I don't remember, or to licensing rather, as like a request to like, hey, you guys should license this. I don't remember when it was in voting, if it was in voting, but I just really fell in love with this exact piece from Molly Harrison and almost worked on this piece as my very first cross-stitch conversion project. And then I saw that there was, that Diamond Art Club has started licensing with Molly Harrison. I thought, ooh, if there's a chance that I could work on this as a diamond painting instead, I would rather do that. So let me roll this backwards to help it lay more flat. And let's see. Okay, so there is the kit, and oh my gosh, so the reason that I love this one so much, I like just sort of the vibe of the dragon, like being protective over the fairy, but also like it's a dragon, which I already love. The pastels, the absolutely beautiful pastels in the dragon, like the dragon's wings and the body. I love the color vibe in this artwork so much. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So it is big. I find that typically when Diamond Art Club does Molly Harrison pieces, they are quite large. I think in large part because they're trying to get the detail in the faces of the subjects. So that means that I think that probably is determining the size of the overall kit. Also, funnily enough, if you sometimes mix up Molly Harrison's artwork with Amy Brown's, you're not alone. I have done that too. I saw some people thinking, or like commenting when this previewed saying, oh, I thought this was Amy Brown's artwork at first. I think it's because they both have slightly similar vibes. They do that kind of like watercolor kind of look, and they have a lot of fantasy elements, lots of whimsy. And so I really enjoy it. They're both licensed with Diamond Art Club too. But yes, this exact piece is by Molly Harrison specifically. Let me take you on a little tour of the features of the canvas. So up here at the top, we have their branding, Do What Makes You Sparkle, Diamond Art Club. The edges of the canvas are scalloped and poked, so you shouldn't have to worry about fraying on these. The back is this nice soft material. It's really nice canvas material to diamond paint on, and it lays flat well. They use poured glue on their canvases, and this features their perforated plastic cover. It does not appear to have any of the lines like some of the other new releases have had, but there's these pre-sectioned off areas. Kind of look where the light catches it there. You can see those dots, that lines, there you go. So if you want to use that and go ahead and split one of the perforated sections, you just grab it from either side and give it a tug and it'll split. Then we have a legend over here at the top left with all 57 of our colors. And then we have the same legend over here at the bottom right. At the bottom left, we have the title of the artwork, the size, and then copyright. So this piece is legally licensed from Molly Harrison. That means that Diamond Art Club both has the permission of the artist and is compensating them for the use of their artwork. And then we have their socials and yet another discount code. And then here is a little bit of information about their lifetime warranty. As long as you're the original owner and purchaser of your kit, you're covered under that lifetime warranty. And I think all the details will be on the website, but if you run into issues, you'll just contact customer support and they can take you from there. So it looks like there will be some areas of kind of minor color blocking in this kit. Color blocking is where you have a lot of the same color in a small area. So even if it's a small section of color blocking, like you can call this a little bit of color blocking. So you'll be able to grab a multi-placer, and areas like that will go a little bit faster. With watercolor pieces like this one, it's pretty common to see a good amount of what we call confetti as well, like we have here in the dragon scales. Confetti is where you have lots of color changes in a small area. Usually that means you're going to get some more detail and nice color blending, but it is going to take you a little bit longer because you're doing more single placing and changing out the color in your tray a bit more often. Her face looks really good. Really good. See, I'm glad that they pick a size that really is going to do the face justice and do some of these really important little details justice. These wings have some nice color blocking in them. The symbol clarity is good on this. There's our dragon face, which also looks really good. Oh, there goes my cats. And then the background in the sky up here does have some color blocking as well. But yeah, watercolor piece like Molly Harrison's artwork. Yeah, I think that you are going to see a little bit more in the way of confetti, and know that this is going to be a little bit bigger of an undertaking as far as like how long it might take you to work on the piece, but I think it's going to be really, really well worth it. I've seen pieces by this artist completed and from Diamond Art Club, and they just look so dreamy. So all these fun like fantasy elements are just, they look lovely. So we're about 96 centimeters that way. We're listed as 95.8. And then this way, we're listed at almost 70 centimeters. So, and we're listed as 69.9. So we are true to size on this. Not terribly shocking, but I'm just so happy. It had been so long since I submitted this that I just didn't know if we were actually ever going to see it as a diamond painting. I kind of thought it had just sort of, okay, well, it didn't make it, but I was delighted when I saw this one did actually come up. Look at those colors. Oh my gosh, I'm a pastel girly, and that just makes me so happy. So, okay, these diamonds have a sticker on them that tell them what kit these go with, just in case you store these separate from the canvas and outside the box they came in. All right, so there's our color spread. Let's take a peek. So first, we randomly have these two sets of drills that are just their own little mini strand. And then as we go along, you'll see that the DMC code is printed on these heat sealed bags. So yes, you'll have to cut these open to get to the drills. There's a 6000s range color. There's no special coating or anything on it. It's just special in that apparently that shade of pink doesn't exist in the DMC color code system. By the way, if you're noticing static in these bags, which I am noticing some, that's going to be kind of climate dependent, and also sometimes just comes with the material that resin drills are made out of, plus plastic bags. So at this point, I just have accepted it as a fact of life, but it can be really frustrating to work with. If you find yourself dealing with a lot of static, I would recommend, cutting up a dryer sheet into small squares and tucking those small squares into these bags of diamonds, kind of shaking and moving it around, and that usually helps get rid of the static for you. Like I mentioned when I was talking about colors, Diamond Art Club does make all of their drills in-house, and that typically gives them pretty good quality control over the drill quality. Hold that thought though, you guys, we have 3 bags of Z772. This is our first special drill color and is a fairy dust color. I think, yes, all the special drills in this kit are fairy dust. This one is a nice like light green, like light mint green. So fairy dust diamonds have this really fine glitter coating on the tops of them that gives it a subtle shimmer. It's not too in your face. It's very subtle, but it's my favorite. It's my favorite kind of special drill. And I think that fairy dust especially is going to look so nice in a watercolor, like a soft watercolor kit like this one, especially with those kind of muted pastel tones. But yes, so typically Diamond Art Club, look at my cats again, their drills tend to be pretty consistent in size and shape, which is really important when it comes to squares since they sit up so close to each other on the canvas. Here's one bag of our next special drill. This is Z3865. It is a white fairy dust color. Just a little white shimmer there. And then there's 2 bags. Ooh, that's a nice color. Z597. I am a huge fan. If you've watched my videos, you'll have heard me say it already, but when dark colors are fairy dust, it just really jumps out in a nice way. You can really see that fine glitter coating, and it is really, really, really pretty. It's my favorite kind of fairy dust diamond is when it is a darker color like that one. Just one lone bag of 310 there. And then we should have, I think, just one more fairy dust color, hypothetically, in this strand. Another 6000s range color, that blue. So yeah, these are roughly in order of weight, not DMC. And here's our last special drill, fairy dust. This is Z961. Ooh, that is a pretty dark pink. I love that. I've worked with this fairy dust color before. I think it's one of my favorites because I like pink. It's my favorite, favorite of the pastel family. And there's the end of our color spread. So let's take a look at the canvas. see where those special drills are going to be found. So we had the light green fairy dust, we had the dark pink fairy dust, we had the white fairy dust, and we had the blue fairy dust. So the blue fairy dust is in the dragon's wing. It's right here in camera. It's the darker blue color. It's a black symbol, so it's really popping. It's at the end of the dragon's wing here as well. And there go my cats again. They have main character syndrome tonight, apparently. And then I see the dark pink fairy dust. There's a little bit of it at the end of the dragon's wing right here. And then it's also in these ribbons that are going up the fairy's leg is the dark pink fairy dust. There's also an outline at like the hem of her dress or skirt here. And at her top, that pink you see, that outline is pink fairy dust. And then there's a little bit of the pink fairy dust at the bottoms of some of her wings here. Then we get into that light green fairy dust, which remember we had 3 bags of it, so there's going to be a lot, and it's going to be in, there's some of it in the front of her top and a little bit on her skirt, and then it's along the dragon's arm, there's bits of it here, and then a lot of it right in here. And then as we get into the dragons, there's more like scales going on, like in its body. There's a lot of the light green, kind of light mint fairy dust, kind of all throughout these scales here. And then there's blue fairy dust. It's that darkest blue you see in there. Still going. Okay. And then these lines, which they look really dark in camera, because again, it's a dark symbol, but it's going to be that light green color, just all up along the dragon's wings. It's these lines through here, and then this whole batch here is that color. And same in this spot and this spot, that's the light green fairy dust, and then all of these in the wings, that is the light green fairy dust, just this big chunk. Grab your multiplacer. You're gonna be able to go through that with all of that fairy dust color. I just realized that I missed some of the white fairy dust, which there is actually a big chunk of the white fairy dust here in the background here, and then these white spots here, and then here on the dragons, it's by like the dragon's elbow, I think, and then the sprinkling of white in there is white fairy dust, as are the little magic moat sprinkles. That's all white fairy dust. And then let's see, there's little white dots sprinkled in the background. You can kind of see in the camera. That's all white fairy dust. There's white fairy dust in the dragon's face. You can see those white dots. And then this patch of white here. And then the patches of white back here. That's white fairy dust as well. And then there's a little bit of pink fairy dust, that dark pink fairy dust, kind of on each of these spikes. On the side of the dragon's mouth. And then some up here and kind of the fringe. That's the dark pink fairy dust. There's a line of white fairy dust here up along the dragon's neck, right down the center. And then as we get up towards the top, oh, you know what else I missed? I'm sorry. The blue fairy dust is also in the dragon's neck. It's the dark blue color here, and also bits throughout here at the top of the neck, and then here at the front of its head. And then as we get up here to the top, what we're working with is some blue fairy dust. This color is blue fairy dust at the top of the dragon's wings. And then the white dots you see throughout, that is going to be white fairy dust in the night sky. So lots of really pretty special drills. This one, you know, only has fairy dust, no ABs or anything else, but I really actually do think that fairy dust suits this art style really, really nicely and probably the best. I think it's a nice choice. And seeing this beautiful artwork that I fell in love with 3 years ago, or 3 or more years ago, in diamond painting form, it just makes my heart so incredibly happy. I don't know that I'm ready to work on a really big kit like this one just yet, so it's probably going to go into my rainy day stash, which, by the way, I have been hearing more and more requests from people that they would like to see me do a rainy day stash video. If you're interested in that, please let me know in the comments below. And it's definitely on the brain, but I think this one is probably going to go into my rainy day stash for the foreseeable future. Let me give you a quick recap. This one is called Preparing for Flight by Molly Harrison and Diamond Art Club. It's pretty big at 69.9 by 95.8 centimeters. It has square drills with 57 colors and 4 fairy dust colors. It came out last week, and like I mentioned earlier, is as of the time of this filming, is available on the Diamond Art Club website. I'll have it linked directly below, as well as my discount code if you are interested and it's your first time buying. But let me know in the comments, did you guys pick this one up last weekend? Is it on your wish list? Or are you just gonna enjoy others working on it vicariously? So thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe if you want to stay up to date with my diamond painting videos. I do a variety of unboxings and reviews, tutorials, and weekly WIP and Chats, among others, and would love to have you here. Leave a like on this video on your way out if you don't mind and you did enjoy this video. I'd super appreciate it, but otherwise I'm gonna let you go. Have a day and a week that's as amazing as you are, and I will talk to you on the next one. Bye.